How to deal with criticism. So I already made a video about how to deal with criticism, but I was thinking that um, a good way of dealing with criticism is to notice that everyone thinks he's right. And so when someone criticizes you, that person thinks that he or she is right, and that's something that's so hard to understand or to even like apply in life. Every time there's someone that seems to have a really stupid behavior, and you really don't understand why they're doing this, for them there's like no other alternative. Otherwise they wouldn't do that, they would do the alternative. And when you understand that, it actually helps you to take the criticism, because you start understanding the people. So when someone criticizes you really harshly or something, you start to what you can try to do is to try to think like that person. Ask yourself the questions: why could he think like that? What did his parents teach him, or how did his parents raise him, or where did he grow up? What experiences did he have? Um, what what fears does he have, for example, or what desires does he have? And when you think about that, you see that actually every criticism is just like a valid perspective from someone else. And when someone criticizes you in their head, even it might be really sometimes so fucking stupid in your own perspective, but from their perspective, it's right. Like otherwise they wouldn't do it. Life, consciousness, or whatever, makes all of this possible, wouldn't allow it to happen, because it's like it's energy. Everything is energy, and when someone is criticizing you, there's like this energy that is keeping all this like happening. There's atoms, there's molecules in that person who criticizes you, and she is living, and she's like, I think that actually everything that happens, there's maybe not a reason for it, but there's some sort of reason. Otherwise the thing wouldn't exist. For me, when you're like, I don't know, yeah, when you've done your time on earth or something, you die. That's how things work. You are born, you die. And when you're here, there's just something that fills you with energy, or something that sustains you. Life, you can call it life or whatever. And so I think that, so every perspective, everything that happens is actually valid. It's not like irrelevant, or it's not to be dismissed completely. And so when you try to understand where that comes from and put yourself in the head of the person who criticizes you, you can start to feel a little bit like compassion or empathy towards that person, and understand that, wow, actually, like in his own world, that guy is kind of right, because even if he's being super negative, maybe he's just having super negative experiences all the time, or maybe he's got neutral experiences, but his brain is so fucked up that he sees everything as negative, and therefore he's sad all the time, and so that's why he's doing that, and it has nothing to do with me. And I think that criticism actually has nothing to do with the person who is criticized. When I'm criticized, and it doesn't even happen that often, but I think that what is like my part is how I react to it. But what is being said by the person is her stuff, not mine. And this helps. So what you can try to focus on is your reaction to the critic. That's all right. but like the critic itself is just like showing who is doing it and why and what's his world or her world. Yeah.